I began developing tools for myself in my life. Another of them was this idea of hardwood grows slowly. There is no shortcut to a great peace of mind. Hardwood trees grow slowly. They have a beautiful shape. They're resilient. They don't blow over in storms. Softwood trees grow very quickly and they fall right over. I wanted to be a hardwood tree. And so what did that mean for me? And so I remember drawing out this tree and going, okay, my root system are my values. What are my values? What kind of person? And I would do my deathbed exercise where I would pretend I was my deathbed as a 15-year-old. Look back on my life and go, who is that woman that's dying and looking back on her life, and what is she proud of, and who does she want to be, and who is that woman? And I wrote down adjectives to describe her, and I realized those were my values. And so I started doing an audit every day, because I knew that if I acted every day in accordance to those values, I was guaranteed to have this compass, this true north that I was following, so that at the end of my life I would be the person I wanted to be. Because our lives are so busy and we get so distracted and there's so many things that we're dealing with, that I found this self-audit at night or once a week really, really helpful. And now with a 5-year-old, being able to say, life is a forest, what is your compass? And he says, my values. And I say, what are your values? And he's come up with his own little set of values, and they kind of change and they grow. And we kind of go through every day without shame, because if you shame yourself, you don't actually get to see yourself. There has to be enough emotional, internal safety and internal permission to go, oh yeah, I didn't live my value when I did this, and I can do that better tomorrow. Like what you gentlemen said about, I'm forgetting the word you used. It was what was it?
Respect.
What is it?
Respect.
Respect, yeah. Look at yourself. It's basically that. The ability to create enough safety inside yourself to re-examine and redirect and recourse every day, and the willingness to do that. Very long-winded answer to a long question. But the point I wanted to come back around to is this idea I had that if I was hyper-vigilant, put me in my head as a 15-year-old. I wanted to avoid pain. I wanted to avoid becoming a statistic. What I realized as a 40-year-old woman that was writing her memoir, going through a divorce, was that it wasn't actually my hypervigilance that kept me safe. That actually was quite a deterrent. It kept me in my head a little bit more than I should have been. It kept me in a lot of anxiety, trying to predict the future. Fear is a thief, and it takes the past and it projects it into the future, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And it robs you of the only opportunity you have to create meaningful change, which is right now. And if you can't show up right now, nothing's going to change in your life. And so what mindfulness is, what meditation is, what being present is, what paying attention is the ability to step into the moment right now in real time and have a real influence on your life. And I realized the thing that kept me safe wasn't my hypervigilance. Looking back on my life, what kept me safe was my willingness to transmute pain into beauty. The willingness to say, pain is unavoidable. None of us get out of here without it. It's not the point of life. The point of life isn't to avoid pain. It's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your time. The point of life is to transmute pain into beauty so that we can be truly resilient. And what is true resilience?
Beautiful. Wow.